Okay, we're live. Are we really? I'm gonna do this for every single live stream until I have it figured out. Alright, we're live. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. You probably just heard my screen. Or my screen. You heard my screen. Izzy Piscino says, "Yo." You probably just heard Yeah, you're probably hearing my phone right now. It's like 10 seconds behind the actual live stream. But hi, hello. Hello, children of the horns. Daddy's home. And today we will be working on my final attack for Art Fight 2019. Honestly, I absolutely love Art Fight, and I'm trying to fight with my sweater right now so I can stick my arm in it and draw. Sorry that it's still on the screen share thing. I'm going to disconnect from the charging station. And we're going to increase my brightness. Sorry you have to see this. These are the technical difficulties that I usually deal with, but hello, here we are. This is Autodesk. What's up? So what's going on, Muffin? Hello. What's going on? I am currently working on a major art fight attack. Who was my next character? Last one I did was... where is it? It was Indy. Alright. I think it's still choppy with what I do. Ooh, spicy. Um, yeah, I think it's still choppy with what you see on my screen. But, this is a feral character. Yeah, this is a feral character. I can't draw them anthro. Whoa! So, I believe this will be my last character that I will be adding. That's really cool. What the heck? I think this is a PNG. Damn it. Wait, what? This what? There we go. My references. Yeah, that definitely. Okay. Mr. Dipshit computer. Sorry if anybody's on here that's a minor. I do have a tendency to swear, so just beware of that. Alright, so it looks like my screen is in fact still choppy. I have to get something with like a faster processor or something. Anything that anybody wants to know about during this stream? Surprised that there's only one person watching. Sorry, I just booped my microphone. Hey Muffin, how you doing? I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. Where is that ref sheet? There it is. It was a PNG. I was right. So Disboyo or Girlo, I'm not sure, has antlers. That's something that I'm definitely not used to in canine characters. One of the coolest things about Art Fight is that you get to see a lot of different characters that you may not be used to. Like, for example, this character is a canine with antlers. Um, this character right here is a CC cat, which I've never drawn a CC cat before. I've never been commissioned to draw one. I've also drawn two Vernids, a dragon, a bat, and a cat already. And I am very used to drawing canines at this point. Let's see this character's personality real fast. Just so I'm getting expression. Gay boy. Yes. A gay boy. Let's give him a pastry to munch on. What pastry should he be munching on? Oofers. Okay. What pastry do y'all think he should be munching on? Wait, what kind of hair did he have? Yeah, it was kind of scruffy looking. I'm here to see how your art comes out. Well, it probably won't be finished by the end of the stream, but thank you for coming. Honestly, I don't think I've ever drawn a character with hair like this. I'm used to mohawks and like stuff like this. I'm used to hair like this. Honestly, oh my god, I love Vernids. My first OC, my first furry OC was actually a Vernid. His name was Jix. I definitely need to do a revamp of him because he doesn't follow rules of Vernids, which I didn't know that there were rules necessarily. Um, I just knew I really liked Vernids, so I was like, let's make this boy a golden furred Vernid. Amazingly enough, my first character was not a sparkle fur. He wasn't one of those edgy, really cringy, like 13-year-old first characters. Because when I officially accepted myself as being a furry, I was about 16, 17 years old. So I was pretty well into design stuff. We're just gonna make this cupcake or a muffin or something. Haha, muffin. Ha 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 ha. But Jix was a alcoholic because I always like my characters to have some sort of flaw. Um some of my characters have very noticeable, very major flaws, but Jix was a when I first came up with him, I thought, ooh, this guy's gonna be an alcoholic. He's gonna be always seen with a beer bottle or a wine bottle or something in his hand. But he developed into a very, very party happy character. Not necessarily drinking, but he was a very happy character. Oh, sorry. Let me get a drink of water here. Ooh. Yeah, Jix was I anticipated him to be a very very cool character, like the kind of person that you come up to him and be like, "Hi, can we be friends because you're like really cool." But he just developed into his own personality really, and that's how most of my characters that's how most of them are. Why a flaw? Is it because someone always has a flaw? Yes, because everybody has their flaws. Me, for example, I have a tendency to procrastinate, and this isn't really a commission, but when I'm going through a lapse, like when I'm not really in my healthiest state of mind, I tend to I usually procrastinate a lot more. And as you can see here, most of my characters, or my characters, these are not my characters. Let that be known. These are not my characters. But most of these characters are still in the bone sketch stage, and that's because I don't whoa. Sorry. I don't really I don't want to start anything on them until I've got everybody seated and drinking their coffee or eating their treats and so much and so forth or whatever. Sorry, my throat is really dry today. This character I definitely bookmarked because I wouldn't have even cared what team he was on, because this guy is like, he's really cool. He's got a really cool design. I hope some of the artists that created these characters see this video, because that would be really cool. Because I've got TokyoZilla, or not TokyoZilla. Her character, I think you could call it a fursona. Her fursona is right here. Um, she's an artist that I've been following for a long time. I've got some big characters in here, like Endy, that Lilira created, who is a character that I definitely admire. He's a he's a very well developed character. Um, I first discovered him when I looked up Vernid back when I uh, created Jix, and I'd created him, and I thought, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do a little research on these creatures, and I discovered that they're called an open species, which I have created my own, and I'm very proud of. But I did a little research, and I discovered Lyra, and I really love her art style. She is a big artist that I definitely admire. I admire her art a lot, because if you haven't seen it, here, let me show y'all real quick, because God, her art is so gorgeous. Her art is just, you can Google her art and it is all over the place. It's so pretty. It's so nice. And she has some, just, I mean, I mean, okay, so enough about her art, because this is my live stream. Let's not let her take over. Um, but yeah, if y'all want to go look her up, I would definitely encourage it. Go commission her, whatever, because she's really cool. All right, so what was this character's personality? Wrote non-binary demi boy who programs viruses for a living. All right, he's like really cool. Talk on the inside. He's just, oh, there's so many cool characters. Like, I'm not sure exactly what species he is, but I'm just gonna keep the ears, the tufts. He looks kind of kitty-like, so I'm gonna make him a little bit cat-like. But the ears kind of give me a bat vibe. And I do actually have a bat character in this scene. Um, right here. Sorry for those of you who tuned in and they're just like, "Oh, I want to see Muffin draw," and then you're seeing all this choppy this choppy drawing, and I don't want to call it animation, but this is running at like 60 or like 16 frames per second, and it's the frames are just gone. I don't know why that is. Maybe I could close a couple windows, but I need all those windows. I don't know. When I see characters like this, I usually try to incorporate the exact style into what I'm drawing, so it kind of alters my own in a way while I'm drawing them. So this guy might look slightly different from the other characters that I draw. It's kind of because I'm not exactly entirely sure how to draw the character. Um, the character is just, it looks very different. It's kind of like drawing Steven Universe in a realistic style. And because, you know, Steven Universe is, it's very, very round, very circular style, and it's beautiful, honestly. But if you try to draw him realistically, you can get a lot of different artists drawing him a lot of different ways. So his face just seems to be kind of flat, just but I'm seeing this dude as being cat-like, so let's give him a kitty muzzle. And he's got a round nose. And he's about to spill some coffee. So I'm trying to anticipate a little bit of a toony style to ease up on the stress of creating this art piece. So oh, that tooth didn't look good. But anyways, I'm trying to put a little bit of a toony style into this so that it takes a little bit of the effort out of creating a high detail piece. Because if I create a high detail piece, then this is going to take me over a week, and Art Fight will be over by then. Mad Jack the Scientist. Well, first time going to this stream. Hello, Mad Jack the Scientist. Oh, we're just going to make its hand circles for now. It's going to be a big mug. This handle is going to come out here. And he's about to burn himself. But he's an employee. I haven't determined exactly what the employees in this cafe are going to be wearing, because one of them is out over here. One of them over here. And, well, I'm drawing this guy as one of the employees. Does he have a tail? Yes, he has a tail. Let's draw him kind of an uncertain pose with this tail. Now, I know that there's a counter in front of him, but check this out. I'm basing it off of this image and making the cafe into basically my own. Chat seems dead, but I hate the feeling of the only one messaging here. Hey, no worries. Everybody seems to have left at this point. It says that there's 4 people watching, but they're lurking. I asked them at one point what pastry this dude should be eating, and I got no response. This dude digigrade? Yes, he's digigrade. It's a good thing he's behind the counter, because I usually prefer to draw digigrade characters rather than Planty. For anybody wondering what digigrade versus plantigrade is the ones that walk like this. Digigrade is the ones that have legs like this. They have legs like actual animals. Let's see if there's... Let's go to the Art Fight website and see if there's any random characters I can pick up and take up a few more seats. I have a notification. Probably somebody been pinged by somebody in a comment. Oh god, what have I done? What have I done? More than welcome. She's a Wicked Dragon concept. Also dig the colors. What? Characters. It was this character that I was planning on drawing. I am not sure. Can I draw her anthro? Yes, I can draw this character anthro. Alright, she's actually a very beautiful character. I would love to draw this character over and over, because just look at dem colors. Alright, so she will be one of our last few characters. Speaking of characters, I've actually been wanting to make a collab character with somebody, but I'm not sure exactly what kind of character I would want to make. This collab character would probably be one that I would make a fursuit of, but I would be making a fursuit with the person who I'm collabing the character with. I'm too awkward to hold a normal conversation, LMAO. No wonder. Or, not no wonder, I am so sorry. I worded that very wrong. Um, I was trying to say no worries, but you know, it came out wrong, so now I sound like a jerk. I'm very sorry. Alright, here we go. Alright, what color off of her are we going to use? Let's use the blue, because that's pretty. Alright, I think there's a chair facing the CC cat. I'm not sure. Let's find the characters that are sitting in front of this. Alright, yes, there is a chair in front of it. If y'all can see me scrolling past all the layers, this is very frustrating because, oh my god. I'd prefer to make all of the characters' faces seen, but you know, I think she's gonna be shorter. So we're gonna wait, how do her ears look? She has big old pointy ears. Love big old pointy ears. See, she has ears facing back, but oh my god. This is frustrating. Like I was saying earlier, I really hope some of the artists that created these characters get to see this video, like the process of me drawing them, because I love seeing other people draw. Like, I will go on YouTube and I will actually watch other artists like Rimarin drawing commissions. And on occasion, I will ask somebody, hey, can I make a speed draw of your character? Of me drawing your character? And they'll usually be like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And when they see it on YouTube, they're just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And I love giving people that experience. Like, it's one of the coolest things ever to see that you've made somebody happy. And not only made them happy, you've impressed them. Because like it's one thing to make somebody happy, and that's a very good feeling to me. But um it's another thing to not only make them happy but impress them with what you've done to make them happy. Like going that extra mile is what it's what um it's what employers look for, it's what friends look for, it's what potential mates look for if you know what I mean. Um but overall it's really cool to make people happy. It's fun. It's why I like being so well known because I like to make people happy. All right, her back is really screwed up right now. Sorry. Um, still here. You're not alone. Thank you. Can you describe what art fight is? I feel like I've been drawing for too long to not know. The thing I learned from drawing: don't make art out of 20,000 by 20,000 pixel canvas. Yes, that is enormous. I don't think my computer would be able to handle this. I think this is 20 or 2,500 pixels this way by 2,000 pixels this way. But anyways, for the question from Bowl of Lies, can you describe what Art Fight is? Art Fight is basically the art trading game where usually people will choose one character and they'll draw them, and depending how you draw them, meaning with shading or a background, like a detailed background or a pattern background, it will calculate your points that way. You don't have to be highly skilled. You don't have to be an animator, although they will give you points for that. And I may potentially make an animation into this art. Like, I'll put this into my animation program and put some animated stuff into it, like Steam, or some people, some of the characters like taking a bite or scrolling through their phone. Um, but anyways, art fight is basically you'll make a piece of art, they'll calculate out your points against the other team, and you're basically drawing free art for people on characters on the other team. And I basically get the opportunity to get free art from other characters and or other characters from other people, like Lilyra, for example. One artist that I very much admire, or Neo Tokyo, or Wacky Woe. I know that they're on my same team. You don't get points for friendly fire, but you can still do it. But it's really fun. It doesn't cost anything to sign up. There is still about a week and a half left of Art Fight, and it happens for a whole month. Let's see the status right now. Currently, shut up, Bixby. Sorry, I have my phone right next to me. Currently, we have 1 week, 2 days. Oh my god, Bixby, shut up! Okay, so right now we have 1 week, 2 days, 22 hours, 21 minutes, and 53 seconds left of Art Fight. You can still join at any time. You can join when Art Fight isn't going on. But hey, look, these are the people featured up here. But anyways, team, which one is ahead right now? It looks like Nightmare is ahead, which is my team. Yes, Nightmare is leading. Ha ha ha. Hopefully we win this year. Last year it was Coffee versus Tea. I was on Team Coffee. Sorry, this is like really distracted. Y'all aren't seeing much of my drawing. But yeah, last year was Coffee versus Tea. The teams are different each year. There has been Sun versus Moon. There's been Coffee versus Tea. This year is Nightmare versus Dream. But it's really fun. I love participating in Art Fight. Last year I only got to participate for about a week. But I was very happy with it. I'm not putting uh any human characters in this. Let's see. And I'm not doing any more friendly fire. Oh my god. Let's just go to characters. Let's use this dude. Wait, that's a water tail. I am terrible with liquids. There's a lot more nightmare characters being submitted. Nightlight. That looks interesting. There are some characters that I can do, and some characters that are just like, what the fuck? Bixby keeps opening, and I don't need Bixby. Shut up, Bixby. Shut up. Shut up. Stop it. Go away. Slom. This is cute. Slom is Slom. Okay, that's really cute, but I'm just whoa, dropped my pen. All right. Let's see. I think I need a few more characters. Okay, that's kind of funny. All right, here we go. All right. I think any more characters, and I will probably end up just I'll end up overloading myself and burning myself out. Amazingly enough, during all of Art Fight, I haven't burned out. So that's actually that's really impressive on my part. Let's make him an employee. This dude right here is actually supposed to be like 6 feet tall. And I find that kind of funny because my brother is like 6 feet tall. Ugh. Art Fight has that sort of Splatoon-esque style of teams I see. Oh boy, that is an awkward thing to say. I mean, sort of, but you're creating things for each other, and it's just. Last year was my first Art Fight, and it was very fun, so I'm definitely looking forward to the end of this one to see if my team won. Um, oh my god, my throat keeps getting dry. But yes, Art Fight is one of my favorite art events ever. I've participated in art competitions before, but nothing like this. In previous art competitions, it was my art class, and I didn't really have the freedom to create art that I wanted to. I just had to create art according to the assignments. Shut up, Bixby! Sorry, my phone keeps turning on because I'm using it so that I can. I'm using it so that I can see what's going on in my live chat. But it's really annoying when my stupid phone assistant keeps turning on for no good reason when I didn't even say the name. This dude is a snow leopard, I believe. Alright, so I think that's all the characters that I will be using. These tables back here are gonna be abandoned. But you know what? Who cares? And we are going to go back to the very first character. Alright, let's turn off this ref sheet. And we're going to start with a new layer. Alright, she's already transparent, so. Anything on this layer? Okay. Alright, so we're going to use a different color for her. I'm going to use a color from her actual ref sheet. I'm not sure which way this is going to be facing at this point, but it can face either way and it'll be fine. Unless there's asymmetrical characters, I'll have to remember that. So right now, I'm going to put in big letters that say right and left. And I just lost my color. Alright, here we go. That is way too big for an upper jaw. She's supposed to be dainty and curvy. Holy shit, it's almost 3. See, I'm used to putting little beards on characters because Muffin, although she doesn't have a defined gender, she is she does have a beard and uses any pronouns, but she also has these big eyelashes that make her look feminine. So there's also no tits on Muffin. It's a tiny nose. Must wear clothes. We'll get to the clothing layer later. Y'all are lurking in my comments. One thing that I really don't like is when I create gift art for people and they say, like, oh, I love it, but this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Then you don't really love it. You're just saying that to save face. Or whatever the term is. She kind of reminds me of Uraraka. This is odd. I'm not used to making characters with hair like this. Or drawing characters with hair like this. Let's put the glasses on there because that's cute. Sometimes I just want to commit die when I try to draw hands. Honestly, hands are one of my favorites to draw. My favorite parts of the body to draw are the face, the hands, and, if applicable, tails. Yes. She did have a curvy body. Let's put those curves in there. Did she have big boobs? She had fair sized boobs. Okay. One thing that I was told by an NSFW artist is when you're drawing boobs, give them water balloon physics because that's how boobs work. But boobs are just really hard to draw in general. So like what direction they're facing. Like that doesn't look like a boob. That looks like a freaking pec. I'm gonna do my best, okay? Don't judge me. If any of the artists that own these characters saw this video, they're probably gonna be like, my character was done wrong. I'm gonna be like, you know what, dude? I don't care. I'm doing this for free, so shut your ass up and deal with it. Like I'm an HQ. I'm a fairly high quality artist. Like I define low quality artists as the ones who don't even bother to lay out their art before, like their characters beforehand. Like they just draw a dog and they're like, this is the muzzle, these are the cheeks. I'm gonna draw the face up here, the ear goes like this, and then you're gonna have some like edgy, spiky hair in his nose. And I'm gonna give him some anime, like they don't line anything up and it just looks awful. But it just looks awful when people do that. Like that's what I define as a low quality artist, is somebody who doesn't use bone sketches or base sketches, and it's really annoying to me. It's always the fingers that just make me cry. It looks so thick and awkward on my characters. I might be doing a hand tutorial in the future. I might also be hosting um, a panel at Texas Furry Fiesta next year. I'm not sure, so don't bet on it. But I would love to host a panel, but I'm not sure I know enough to say I'm an expert enough at something to say, "Ooh, I know enough to teach people about this." I know enough about how to build your drawing, like how to lay it out, because I've been learning for years and I'm still learning. I mean, even now, if you look back at my art from a couple months ago, like in January or in the cold months, if you were to look back at that art versus the art that I'm making now, there is a significant difference. At least I can tell the difference. Honestly, I kind of want to know if anybody, sorry, if anybody has anything that they want to know specifically from me, like how do you draw this or how do you draw this? Because I really want to make a tutorial. I'm not sure exactly how though. Like how I would start on a tutorial. Like, hi guys, this is how you draw hands. She had some fluffy legs. After this, I will be continuing work on this art fight attack because like I need to finish this. I also need subscribers because at 1,000 subscribers, y'all gonna get a surprise and you're gonna love it. I also saw that she had a pudgy belly, so if the artist comes at me and says, "Oh, you drew her to look fat," like, bruh, look at your own freaking look at your freaking ref sheet. She has a little pudge on her belly and a little pudge in her bum. So if you come at me saying, "Oh, you drew my character to look fat," this is how I draw curvy characters. So calm down. I'm probably gonna be ending this stream, ending the stream about 4 o'clock. For my cards. Okay, I'm back. I had to move over to my laptop instead of my phone. No worries. because you probably had important stuff to do on your phone. Lol, I think you're good, Muffin. Thank you. I would honestly love to see some of the artists of these characters come to this YouTube video and say, "Oh my gosh, that's how you that part? That's so cool." Like I would love to see that. Like other artists like critiquing like this video is my open critique video because these are their characters. I'm trying to do the best I can with their characters. So if they say on this video, "Hey, this is how this is supposed to be drawn, not like this," politely, then I'll be good with it. But if they come at me and they're like, this character isn't supposed to look so stupid or whatever, like you made my character look friendlier than he was supposed to, I will genuinely be sorry. But if you come at me and be like, that's something like this, you drew my character to look fat. I actually admire Kirby characters, so I'm trying to do my best here. I hate to draw smiles. It always looks too wide and the teeth are sometimes dislocated. Well, my best advice for you is to use references. If you don't know how to like if you're drawing human teeth, then it's really hard to do that cuz I don't usually draw human teeth. Um I usually just draw them as the solid block of tooth like anime characters are drawn because I can shade them individually to make them look like individual teeth. But drawing the teeth like line by line, that's what makes them look like hillbillies. My best advice is to use references. Reference, 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 reference. I still use references. I mean, I am a high quality artist and I still use references. Alright, this dude was inspired by a field and barcodes. Where was he? There he is. Alright, I'm going to turn off. Where's that layer? I'm going to turn off this layer and work on this little monokit dude. Honestly, I love monokits, but I've never drawn a monokit before. I've never drawn a shark before either. Does he have any head hair? No, he does not. Alright, there he is. One thing that I find very unique, I've done a little research on open species and closed species. Like, monokits are an open species. Wicker beasts, I still need to do a little research on. Vernids are not commonly made into fursuits. Like, I do research on closed species and open species because I want to eventually make a fursuit out of my own open species called Drins. And if other people would make Drins, I would be very grateful whether they use the character or not. But anyways, I would love to make a fursuit out of a Drin because they're pretty characters. They're a very pretty species. Like, I like the pretty species. I also like creepy stuff. Like, one of the things that I specialize is drawing blood and gore, but I don't do it very much because it scares children. And I'm trying my best to be child friendly. So I think I'm bad at drawing. Nobody is bad at drawing, they just need practice. Okay, I draw every now and then, but I don't draw. Lol. I mean, one thing that always used to help me is I would carry a sketchbook wherever I went. And I would doodle. And believe it or not, doodling can help your talent because you can look back at them and say, I don't like how I did that. But the advice that I always give beginning artists is use a base sketch. Base sketches will align everything. like when I was first starting into like seriously considering making art into a career of some sort, I started taking lessons. And these lessons meant that um, I had to make sure that everything was aligned, everything looked good. I had to make sure that everything in the art that I was making was how it was supposed to be. If I did that for a while, I think I can draw a dodo, but that's it. So I prefer to see other people's art. I think it's way better. I mean, if you think art isn't for you, then it doesn't have to be for you. But I have been drawing for such a big portion of my life that it is at the core of my being. Basically, if I wanted to stop drawing, I couldn't because I have steady hands. I have vast knowledge of many different mediums of art. You can throw a clay blob at me and I will make the best that I can out of it. You could throw a bunch of fabric at me and um a bunch of thread and I would do what I could with it and make what I can. I would make the most amazing thing that I possibly could. Like you could give me scraps and I would do what I could with it. Like in the future, I really hope to start making fursuits. And one thing that I have discovered is that somebody's art style will always it can be seen in fursuits. Like if somebody is an artist and they also make fursuits, you can see their art style in the fursuit. Like if it's the way they draw noses or the way that they draw eyes or whatever, it will you will see it in the fursuit somehow. But I said that the live stream would be ending at about 4 o'clock, but my voice is seriously dying right now. So I will be ending it here, and I will see y'all in my next videos. See, you can hear my voice cracking right now. So I will see you later. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and like and subscribe. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will have a surprise for all of my subscribers on here. And I will see you next time. Daddy Goat out.